उनको भी है और उनकी वाइफ को भी हो गया।
बाबू जी एक चीज बताएंगे, ये कैसे पता चलता है नॉर्मल कोरोना है कि ओमिक्रॉन है?
टेस्ट कराया अब ये ओमिक्रॉन का तो पता नहीं, कोरोना बताया उन्होंने मुझे। So again, like last 2 years, it is again spreading. So please take utmost care. Okay, let us begin. We will perform one kirtan, Nam Sankirtan, and then we will continue to discuss on the glories of Srila Jiva Goswami. Thank you. श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी भगवान की जय। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। श्री निताय गौर सुंदर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील जीव गोस्वामी वासुपाद की जय। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः हरिहराय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता। श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। ए छह गोसाई कोरी चरण वंदन याहुत विघ्न नाश भीष्ट पुराण। ए छह गोसाई जान मुहितर दास ततवार पद रेणु मोरा पंचदार। आंधेर चरण तेरी भक्त धन्यवाद जन्म जन्म होए अभिलाष। ए छह गोसाई जब ब्रज कोइलावास राधा कृष्ण नित्य लीला कोरिला प्रकाश। आनंद बोलो हरि भज वृंदावन गुरु वैष्णव पादे मजाइया। आनंद बोलो हरि भज वृंदावन गुरु वैष्णव पादे मजाइया। श्री गुरु वैष्णव पाद पद्म कोरियाट नाम संकीर्तन कोहे नरोत्तम दास। श्री गुरु वैष्णव पाद पद्म कोरियाट नाम संकीर्तन कोहे नरोत्तम दास। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kanamayam Yadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Sa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatadeshitane Hare Krishna Vande Roop Sanatana Raghu Yugo Shri Jiva Gopala Go H hai Gosai Kori Charana Vandan Yahan hoite Vighna Nash Adishtakula. These 6 Goswamis, they are so very empowered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that even one remembers their name. H hai Gosai Kori Charana Vandan. So just by remembering the lotus feet, their instructions, Yahan hoite Vighna Nash. All the impediments, the obstacles which are there, which comes from our mind, from our body, they are immediately vanquished. They are removed. Yahan hoite Vighna Nash. All the impediments are not just deleted, they are diminished, completely diminished. Okay, so that is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that is a very beautiful description. Srila Prabhupada has given very elaborate purport on Srila Jiva Goswami. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 10, verse 85. तार मध्य रूप सनातन बड़ा शाखा Anupam Jeev Rajendra Upashaka. So this is a description of the trunks, branches and sub-branches of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tree, the tree of devotion. So amongst the branches, Sri Rupa and Sanatan were principal. So Prabhupada is explaining that Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami are the principal associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anupam, Jeev Goswami and others headed by Rajendra were their sub-branches. So as we discussed yesterday, Sanatana Goswami, Rup Goswami, and also Anupam Goswami, they were the three brothers. And Anupam Goswami's son, the only son among the three brothers is Jiva Goswami. Prabhupada says in the Gaur Gaunavesh Deepika, this is a book which is compiled by Sri Kavi Karnapur. And in this book, Kavi Karnapur is revealing the personalities of all associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as to who they were in Krishna Lila. What was their form? So in Gaur Gaunavesh Deepika, this is the book, and verse number 195, it is said that Srila Jiva Goswami was formerly Vilas Manjari Gopi. So this is the spiritual identity of Srila Jiva Goswami. He was one of the Manjaris of Krishna Lila. From his very childhood, Jiva Goswami was greatly fond of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is very important. His only attraction since his birth was towards the Srimad Bhagavatam. And as we discussed yesterday, he later came to Navdeep to study Sanskrit. And what happened in Navdeep? Who remembers yesterday? When Jiva Goswami entered Navdeep, what happened? Anyone remembers what was his age when he entered Navdeep? Or where did he come from? Who entered Navdeep? We discussed yesterday.
Prabhuji 16.
What happened to your video? It is not working. Yeah, he was very young. Some historians say he was 12, some say 14, but he was very, very young. Maybe even 16. And from where did he come? To Navdeep? With whom was he staying when he came to Navdeep?
बताओ.
You can also answer, Sarika. Not necessarily that Kana has to answer everything. How much attention is there in hearing? Yes, boliye.
Prabhuji Nityanand Prabhu.
No, yeah, he came and met Nityananda Prabhu. But where did he come from?
Prabhuji, like, with his, he was staying with his father.
No. We discussed his father passed away. What was the name of his father?
Prabhuji Anupam Goswami.
नहीं.
Yes. He's right. Don't make it a cheap, playful thing. We are not quizzing. We are trying to remember the glorious contribution of our acharyas. So anyway, so he came from Fatehabad. The place was called Fatehabad. That was the town where they lived. So he came to Navdeep to study Sanskrit. Okay, sorry. It is not showing as a screen share.
No, Prabhuji.
Now,
अब शो हो रहा है.
when he came to Navdeep, he was fortunate to take shelter of the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu guided him and took him personally to all the pastime places of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that was the first Navdeep Parikrama which was commenced because Nityananda Prabhu personally took Srila Jiva Goswami in all those places. Who knew actually those places? where Mahaprabhu performed pastime. It was only Nityananda Prabhu, who was also the constant associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So following in the footsteps of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he circumambulated the entire Navdeep Dham. He did his parikrama. And it is only because of Srila Jiva Goswami that he came and circumambulated the Navdeep Dham, that we have Navdeep Dham parikrama. And on the advice of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he went to Varanasi to study Sanskrit under Madhusudan Vachaspati. And what was the purpose of his going to Varanasi? This is also very significant, because Varanasi was the headquarter of the impersonalism, of the Shankaracharya, where they propounded that the Supreme is impersonal. So he went to study there so that he could study with them what their details and what their evidences are. There are two aspects. One is called the Praman and the other is called the Prameya. So Praman means the evidences, the basis of scripture injunctions, where there has to be some reference, some evidence to what one is proving. And Prameya means the object which is being discussed. So Srila Jiva Goswami was very expert. He went to the headquarters of the impersonalism in Varanasi, and there he studied all of the Shankara philosophy, the Vedanta. He studied the Vedanta, and he became so expert so that he could refute and defeat all their arguments. So after finishing his studies in Varanasi, in Banaras, he went to Vrindavan and took shelter of his uncles. So we discussed this yesterday also. Whom he took shelter of in Vrindavan?
Prabhuji Sanatan Goswami.
But Sanatan Goswami guided him to
Rup Goswami.
Yes, Rup Goswami. So he went to Vrindavan and shelter. Please mute, yeah. He took shelter of his uncles Srila Rupa and Sanatan. And this is described in the Bhakti Ratnakar. This is another book which is written by one of the Vaishnava Acharyas. So Srila Prabhupada says, as far as our information goes, Srila Jiva Goswami composed and edited at least 25 books. They are all very much celebrated and they are listed as follows. So Srila Jiva Goswami was the greatest philosopher ever who appeared in this planet Earth. He was such a prolific writer that he wrote so many books, volumes of books. It may take even a lifetime for us to be able to study his books, his works. It is so big, it is so mammoth, it is so expensive. And he composed, Srila Prabhupada is saying, and edited at least 25 such books. And one of the first and the prominent books which he wrote is Sri Harinamamrit Vyakran. Srila Jiva Goswami, he developed his own style of learning and teaching Vyakran by the power of the holy names. Sri Harinamamrit Vyakran. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was displaying the role of a teacher, and after he came back from Gaya, after meeting his spiritual master, he became so much intoxicated with the holy name that everything he would teach and connect it with the glory of the holy name. So similarly, Srila Jiva Goswami, that he was teaching Sanskrit on the basis of the glories of the holy name. And then there are so many others like the Sutra Malika, the Dhatu Sangraha, Krishna Arch Deepika. Krishna Arch Deepika is the standard procedure of deity worship. Archa means the Vigraha or the deity form of the deity. Then Gopal Viruddhavali, Rasamrit Shesha Shri Madhava Mahotsava, Sankalpa Kalpa Vriksha, and so on and so forth. Is a huge name. And most important of his writing, most important of his literatures that he has given us is his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam and description about it, which is known as the Shad Sandarbha. So Prabhupada writes in the purport. So what are these 6 Sandarbhas? These are actually the description of the various subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam has been classified into 6 sections by Srila Jiva Goswami, and he has very, very extensively commented and spoken about it. Although the subject matter is very advanced, so there are 6 Sandarbhas. These are just hear the name. They are the Tattva Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, Krishna Sandarbha, and the final one is Bhakti and then Preeti Sandarbha. So in this way, his most important contribution is his writings, his prolific writing. He was the greatest scholar. He would read and write for most part of his days. And Prabhupada says further that after the disappearance of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami in Vrindavan, Srila Jiva Goswami became the acharyas of all Vaishnavas in Prakriti. So while Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami was there, they were manifest in Vrindavan. Little Jeev used to perform all their services. He used to wash all their pots, their utensils, cook for them, sweep and clean the rooms. So he was performing such menial services. And he was such an exemplary visionary leader. So there are many, many various qualities, some of the qualities that we will discuss of Srila Jiva Goswami. The first and the foremost quality is that he was the greatest scholar. Srila Prabhupada says, in this purport yesterday we were saying, that there has not been any scholar in the Gaudiya Vaishnava history so far, since the time of inception, who could match the progress and the explanations of Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Prabhupada used to say that amongst all our acharyas, the most advanced acharyas in terms of Siddhanta, in terms of Tattva, are only 2. Anyone knows who are these 2 acharyas? One is, of course, Srila Jiva Goswami. Who is the other? We just discussed about it. Not even a week left. Harish Prabhu, what happened to the connection of Dola Mani Prabhu? His connection has been disconnected.
Might be there is issues, Prabhuji.
Okay, which is the other Acharya? Yes, Kana?
Prabhuji, Vrindavan Das Thakur.
No. In terms of philosophy, in terms of scholarship, in terms of Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote, he presented the biography of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But as far as the tattva, the principles, the philosophy is concerned,
Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Maharaj Prabhu.
huh?
Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Maharaj.
Yes, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. Just we spoke. Just few days back it was his disappearance day. So Prabhupada said that my spiritual master and Srila Jiva Goswami, they were the 2 most learned scholarly philosophers of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. So he was a scholar and he presented Srimad Bhagavatam very systematically in such a way that even in the age of Kali Yuga, when people are having such limited capacity of understanding Shastra. So he has presented the Shad Sandarbhas. The Sandarbhas are in relation with the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the 6 subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam is explained, although there are 10 subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam. But 6 of them, it is the Shad Sandarbhas presentation of Srila Jiva Goswami. Excuse me, I am very tired today. Somehow, the last 2-3 days I have had very little sleep. So, excuse me, but I'll try to cover the topic of Srila Jiva Goswami. So he has been one of the most prolific scholar, writer, and philosopher, and as I said, he was the composer of original 500,000 verses, 500,000 verses in glorification of Lord Krishna. So, and he established that how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if you see the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Janmadiyasya yataha itarastu charteshu abhigna swarata. Srila Prabhupada is confirming how that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead on the basis of the evidence which is given by Srila Jiva Goswami. So he has been one of the greatest philosophers, writers, thinkers. And not only he was the great scholar or great writer or great thinker, he was also a very exemplary leader. He was a visionary. Leader means one who can bring everyone together, who can include everyone for the purpose of achieving his mission. So we see he was so skillful, he was such an exemplary leader that during the time of Srila Jiva Goswami, some 500 years back, that time the Indian territory was ruled by the Muslims, mainly the Mughals. And the Mughals had Rajputs as their martial representatives. Kings like Man Singh, Totar Singh, and all. So Srila Jiva Goswami made all these big generals become his disciples. He preached so effectively that all these great stalwart personalities, they were so much convinced by Srila Jiva Goswami that they accepted Srila Jiva Goswami as their spiritual master. And he got the declaration made that there will be no attacks on the Vaishnavas. That was during the time of Akbar. But later also, when Akbar passed away and his descendants, who were very cruel, they many times attacked Vrindavan and they demolished the temple. As we see, when we go to Vrindavan, we see the Madan Mohan temple. And when we see the Madan Mohan temple, we can see that how the structure has been damaged and demolished. Even if we see the Govind Dev Ji temple. So he maintained very excellent relationship with both the Mughals and also with the Rajputs. And he had the relationship of peace and patronage. So this way we see the exceptional qualities of Srila Jiva Goswami. And he was a great scholar, a great visionary, a great thinker, a great leader, and also a very skillful manager. It is very difficult that one who is a scholar is a good manager. Normally we see it is not possible. Because a person who is very scholarly is very much absorbed in his studies. He is not able to be in the administration. Administration means he has to be like a Ishwar Bhav has to be there. That is the influence of the mode of passion. Very difficult for one who is very Brahmanical to be a good administrator.
But he was such a skillful manager and administrator. Administrator is the quality of a Kshatriya. But although he was the topmost of Brahmana, but he could manage the entire state. So much so that he made, there were very, very big temples at that time in Vrindavan, which was constructed by the other Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami. He had constructed the Radha Govind Dev Ji temple. And Srila Sanatana Goswami had constructed the Sri Madan Mohan temple. So he got all those temples and all those properties in the name of Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. He built full states and he made the situation that always the revenue will be coming for the worship of deities. I remember many, many years back, I had gone to Vrindavan. We all go to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, if you go to Radha Govind Dev Ji temple, the most grandeur temple at the time, it was when it was in full glory. So in that temple, in Radha Govind Dev Ji temple, there are so many shops, there are so many residential quarters. So all of it was planned by Srila Jiva Goswami. So that never ever there will be any shortage of funds for the service of the deity. Because the entire land, the entire building, the entire property of the entire campus belonged to Govind Dev Ji. And all the revenue that would come would be for his service. So in this way we see he was a very, very skillful manager. So he was a scholar, he was a leader, he was a manager, and also he was a great teacher. There was no teacher higher than the personality of Srila Jiva Goswami. All the other acharyas would send their disciples to be trained under the leadership of Srila Jiva Goswami. We see Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Srila Narottam Das Thakur was the disciple of Srila Loknath Goswami. And Loknath Goswami wanted Srila Narottam Das Thakur, who is an eternally perfect associate of Lord Chaitanya, to study under the guidance of Srila Jiva Goswami. Similarly, Srinivas Acharya. Anyone knows? Srinivas Acharya is the disciple of which Goswami? I don't think you must know. Thank you. Srinivas Acharya was the disciple of Srila Gopal Bhatt Goswami. And then we had Shyamanand Prabhu or Dukhi Krishna Das. He was the disciple of Sri Hridaya Chaitanya. So all the other acharyas would send their most talented disciples to be educated in Vaishnava philosophy and be trained by Srila Jiva Goswami. So in this way, we see so many qualities of Srila Jiva Goswami. We continue with Srila Prabhupada's purport. And apart from all these qualities, Srila Jiva Goswami had another outstanding quality. He was very humble. He was very, very humble. There was no tinge of pride in his heart because of his scholarship, because of his very vast study of scriptures and intelligence and understanding which he had. So while he was in Vrindavan, he used to serve like a menial servant to Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. And one day, an incident happened. One of the contemporaries of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Vallabh Bhatt, he visited Vrindavan. And when he came to Vrindavan, of course, he came to meet Srila Rupa Goswami.
He was the foremost Acharya at that time. Because Sri Vallabh Bhatt was the contemporary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami always considered him in the position of a spiritual master. And when Vallabh Bhatt came and met Srila Rupa Goswami, he inquired from Rupa Goswami that these days what are you doing in Vrindavan? And Srila Rupa Goswami answered that he was busy in writing a book. In that book, which is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, so Vallabhacharya, that Vallabh Bhatt took the book, the script of what Srila Rupa Goswami was writing, and started to read. And in one place he found that Srila Rupa Goswami is saying that both mukti is just like a witch. So he was not satisfied, and he told, and he corrected Srila Rupa Goswami that you should not treat mukti at the level of Pishachini. And Srila Rupa Goswami was so humble that he accepted the correction. And he said, yes, whatever you are saying is right, and I will correct my script. But because Srila Jiva Goswami was serving under Rupa Goswami, and he knew the heart of Srila Rupa Goswami. So next day when he met Venkat Bhatt, Vallabhacharya, so he challenged Vallabhacharya and said that you are finding fault in the composition of my spiritual master Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami can never go wrong. And he explained what Srila Rupa Goswami is saying. He is not directly comparing the process of liberation to the witch, but he is explaining that the desire for liberation, is not the pure desire. Because desire for liberation means that one does not want to serve. He wants to become one with the spiritual effulgence. So in that way, Srila Rupa Goswami is explaining that this desire for liberation is compared to the witch. And after hearing this, Sri Vallabh was very much, Vallabhacharya, he was very much convinced. And he said that you are an outstanding scholar. At this young age, you have so much of in-depth of understanding of the Shastras. And he came and he told Rupa Goswami that your student is very extraordinary. And I must compliment you that you have, such a exemplary, such a brilliant student. So when Vallabhacharya left, Srila Rupa Goswami told Jiva Goswami that you cannot stay in Vrindavan. You are not fit, you are not qualified to be in Vrindavan. Because you are very proud of your knowledge. You had the audacity to correct someone as senior as Vallabhacharya, as Vallabh Bhatt, who is the contemporary of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you must leave Vrindavan, and I reject you. And what was the fault? What was the fault of Jiva Goswami? That he defended the right argument of his spiritual master, which was Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami rejects him and tells him to leave Vrindavan. And little Jeev, he is very much devastated, but he never ever complains. He accepts the punishment given to him by his spiritual master, Rupa Goswami. And he goes outside Vrindavan, he crosses Yamuna, and he starts to stay in a cave there. And he does not ask anything from anyone. He simply absorbs himself to accept the punishment given by his spiritual master. And in that state of being denied, of being rejected, for none of his fault. What was his fault? His fault was only that the other person who was not able to understand for what purpose Srila Rupa Goswami has written, so he explained to him and clarified. So in that stage also, when he was rejected, he was all the time just crying and feeling so much of repentance in his heart that why did he not understand the inner feelings of his spiritual master Srila Rupa Goswami, who never wanted to resist. So such Vaishnava etiquette culture is shown in the dealings of the 6 Goswamis. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he accepted unconditionally, without any mistake, to whatever was being told by Sri Venkat Bhatt. And Jiva Goswami also, in turn, we see, he accepted the punishment given to him by Srila Rupa Goswami for none of his fault. And where he was staying, after being expelled from Vrindavan, Jiva Goswami, he started to work on his most valuable contribution, which is the Shad Sandarbhas. He compiled, composed, and presented the Shad Sandarbhas, which is a magnus opus. Shad Sandarbhas are basically the further detail and explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam in 6 different aspects of the important aspects of Srimad Bhagavatam. If I remember correctly, I was reading it, I was trying to read a little bit of it during the day. I have a desire, it's a very high desire. It's not a desire, but it's very advanced. If we become really fixed in Krishna consciousness, then one day we can study the Shad Sandarbhas. Prabhupada had a desire. To present the Shad Sandarbhas. So the first Sandarbha is called the Tattva Sandarbha. Tattva means the truth, the essential truth. So, Srila Jiva Goswami establishes that how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you see the first verse of the first canto of the first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, so you will see Prabhupada starts to explain that how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead by giving the evidence from the Sandarbhas of Srila Jiva Goswami. You may note it and you may see it. The first opening statement Srila Prabhupada gives is on the basis of Srila Jiva Goswami's Sandarbhas. The first of the Sandarbha is called the Tattva Sandarbha. Then we have Bhagavad Sandarbha. Yeah, okay. If you have opened, come down. Come down to the purport. In the first para of the purport, Prabhupada speaks about it. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it is there. Obeisance into the personality of Godhead, Vasudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Directly indicate Lord Sri Krishna, who is the divine son of Vasudeva and Devaki. This fact is more explicitly explained in this text of this work, Srila Vyasadeva. Asserts herein that Sri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. This is the presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva is presenting. And others are his direct or indirectly plenary portion or portion of the portion. So what Vyasadeva is presenting in Srimad Bhagavatam, how to understand this? Srila Jiva Goswami has even more explicitly explained the subject matter in Krishna Sandarbha. Srila Prabhupada is writing here, what Vyasadeva is presenting, it is more clearly, explicitly explained by Srila Jiva Goswami in Krishna Sandarbha. So the first is the Tattva Sandarbha, the second is the Bhagavad Sandarbha, the third is the Paramatma Sandarbha, the fourth is the Krishna Sandarbha, and then there is the Bhagavad Sandarbha, and the final is the Preeti Sandarbha. So these are the 6 books or the 6 tattvas which are explained by Srila Jiva Goswami in such detail. I was mentioning yesterday that one of our very scholarly devotees, I have met him, Sri Radhika Raman Prabhu. He did his PhD in the writings of Srila Jiva Goswami. So he was explaining that he did his PhD from the Paramatma Sandarbha. And in the Paramatma Sambandha, there are 105 chapters. 105 chapters here. And so much of details and elaboration is there that out of the 105th chapter, Radhika Raman Prabhu selected only one chapter. And in that one chapter also, a very fractional part of that chapter, he could complete his research and become PhD. That is the depth in which Srila Jiva Goswami has explained that how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead through these sandarbhas. And he was so prolific in writing, and he could visualize everything. You can stop the screen share. He could visualize everything, that what he is going to present and how much it will occupy this space. Because at that time when he was writing, there was no paper. He used to write on leaves. And when he used to write on leaves, the ink used to be wet. So if you have written on the front side of the page and the paper is wet, then you cannot write on the back side. So what he used to do, he had everything in his mind very clear, very versatile. He would write the first page, leave the second, then write the third. Leave the fourth and write the fifth. So in this way he used to proceed 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. And after doing that, he would return back. And then he would write the second, fourth, sixth, eighth, 10th and 12th page. Just imagine. If we are to write, what we do? We use a laptop or a desktop. And we so many times do editing. But Srila Jiva Goswami was so prolific, was such a scholar, and everything was so clear in his mind that he knew what exactly, how much to write in how much space, so that he would continue writing. So there are many, many instances. He also had his personal deities. After the punishment was given by Srila Rupa Goswami and he was discarded and he was rejected from Vrindavan. So he remained in isolation for many, many years in Vrindavan. And finally one day Srila Sanatana Goswami passes by that way where Jiva Goswami was, away from Vrindavan. And he sees Jiva Goswami in such a way. So he brings Jiva Goswami back to Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami is very pleased with Jiva Goswami. And what he does, he carves a deity of Radha and Krishna by his own hand. And presents that deity for worship to Jiva Goswami. And that deity is Sri Radha Damodar. If we go to Jaipur, we see the original deity of Sri Radha Damodar. It is very small. It would be just 4 or 5 inches deity. That deity is hand carved personally by Srila Rupa Goswami and given to Jiva Goswami for worship. And when Jiva Goswami used to worship Sri Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar used to be so pleased, they used to play the flute. Yeah. Radha Damodar used to play the flute. And the sound of that flute could enter the heart of Srila Jiva Goswami. So Srila Jiva Goswami would dance and Radha Damodar would play the flute. In this way, they perform Nam Sankirtan. So there is a lot to speak, but the time is getting over and I am also exhausted. So such a prolific scholar, such a prolific visionary leader, such a skillful manager, such a resourceful teacher, and such a humble person. All so many qualities were there in one person, that is Srila Jiva Goswami. And he was the one who started the book distribution party. The first book distribution party was trained and selected by Srila Jiva Goswami. He selected Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamanand Prabhu to distribute all the literature of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. So there is so much more to speak. Some other time we will speak. So we today pray to Srila Jiva Goswami that we also become dedicated and devoted to the process of Krishna consciousness and try to imbibe and learn from his qualities. His qualities, how to systematically preach Krishna consciousness, how to write and present Krishna consciousness to others so that they can accept Krishna consciousness, and how, as a humble person he was, that we accept whatever difficulties that come in our practice of Krishna consciousness without retaliation, without complaint. He never complained to Rupa Goswami. Are, what I was doing? I was only defending because I did not want that the other person misunderstands you. But he never said anything. He just accepted the punishment from his spiritual master. And he had such excellent relationship with the Mughals that even Akbar came to visit him. And all the big military commanders, the kings of Akbar, they became his disciples. So I will stop here. Srila Jiva Goswami, Bhavati Mahamotsav ki jai. Some of you, if you want to say something about Jiva Goswami, or if you are inspired by any aspect of the life of Srila Jiva Goswami, please share. Yes, bro.
Prabhuji, though Srila Jiva Goswami was very learned, and though he was much learned, still he accepted the menial servant of Srila Rupa Goswami. He used to bring water, or he used to help in the worship of the deities. And but in our case, when we also approached for some distribution, we hesitated, though we don't have much qualification also. So this is our situation. So we pray to Jiva Goswami that we may become humble to help in this mission. Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, very good. Actually try to understand what the spiritual master does. The spiritual master releases the disciple from the influence of false ego. How? By making him accept the position of servant. But now it is very difficult. Secondly, the students, disciples, if they try to cut the false ego, they are not willing to accept. So you see, heavy chastisement. Jiva Goswami was heavily being chastised by Rupa Goswami. He said, you are not fit to be in Vrindavan. And he accepted. Okay, someone else? Good. It's learning for us. Amrit, you are in your hometown?
Yes, Prabhuji. I'm in home.
Okay. Good that you are tuning in from there. You are joining us.
But Prabhuji, I'm missing Mangala Arati, Prasadam, everything, all association.
Okay. So
Feeling very, very uncomfortable now.
you do one thing. You can, inspire your family members to offer whatever they are preparing to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And you also give them the opportunity to have prasad. See, we preach to so many others. Why not to our family members? Why we should not present the gift of Krishna consciousness in their life?
Yes, I'm trying, Prabhuji, but convincing is very difficult. We don't have that eligibility to convince effectively. That is the
Never mind. Purity is the force. Purity is the force. As we become pure, things will start to change.
yes.
So we become, pure. How? By practice, by sincere practice. If we are sincerely practicing, you will see others will start to appreciate gradually and accept. See, with our family members, what we cannot do now, we cannot make a show.
Yes.
Outside we can make show. And we can show and make others feel that I am such a big devotee. But inside the house, that will not work. So we have to be really sincere and serious. And if we are serious and sincere, they will observe it. It is not noticed. They will notice it. And very gradually, with seeing our sincerity, they will start accepting it. So it depends on us. It is our responsibility. Seeing our sincerity, they will be influenced and convinced. And they will gradually take. So the responsibility lies on us. It is not that they are not accepting. The reason is that we are not pure.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll stop here. So please write. Pradeep Prabhu wrote. Although there was a few small errors, but never mind. Yadvag Viplavo, Srimad Bhagavatam says that something which is sincerely presented, even if there is some fault, there is no fault. But your practice of writing has to be again revived. The same was the case with Ravindra Prabhu. Where is Ravindra? Yeah. I could not find time to correct. You hear once again, there were some, corrections required in your writer. So I was thinking I will tell you where the correction. But I would request that you please hear once again. I think you have again written. You have sent to me.
Yes,
I'll read it tomorrow. So please, my request is revive your, spirit of writing. Very important. So you will see that the concentration and the absorption will be much more deeper. And please, as I said, that this COVID, this disease is again getting widespread. It is, in thousands it is coming in Delhi. Yesterday I heard that it was 10,000 people tested positive. I don't know what is the news today, but the number is alarming. So please take caution while you are traveling, while you are going out, minimize. So Amrit, what is your plan? You will stay there or you want to come back?
I will come, Prabhuji. On Monday, I will come back.
So Monday you have to come. So you please see, you take precaution.
Yes, Prabhu.
While traveling. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Goswami Pad ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Upasthit Sami Bhakti ki jai. From tomorrow we will be continuing with our Bhagavad Gita 11th.